Alright, Catanians, it's time to number the ore hex. Since it's a brass insert, we're going with the 8 ore. We got the 3/16 end mill in the 3/8 collets. And we're gonna put it up in the shank, but we have to do it by hand because the threads are a little wonky. We don't want to mess those up, so we got to go power feed, or sorry, hand feed. I mean, thread it by hand first. So let me set you down. Take a look at the ore hex. I'm threading it up by hand. If I had a third hand, I could hold the camera. You know how it is. And then I'll take my E20 socket, give it a nice little tighten. Okay. So she's in, ready to go. Here's my piece. It's not quite tightened up yet because, check this out. I got a parallel. I'm gonna put it against the right side of the mill vise, and I'm gonna put this and touch it to the side, then tighten it down. That way, I'm centered up. So once I find my center on the middle of this piece, then I can just keep swapping out the wheat hex, the sheep hex, and keep going as I need, so I don't have to keep refining the center every time. Trying to think smarter, not harder. What we did is with our calipers, we measured the outside diameter of our hex piece. We're gonna touch the edge with our end mill. The outside diameter is 1 and 145 thousandths of an inch. So what we'll do is we'll kick the machine on, speed it up a little bit. There. Bring this guy up. Come in. Then we're gonna take half of 3/16, half of 187, which is gonna be about, I don't know, 96. We'll do the math, and then we'll feed the table over half, and then we'll feed over half of 1 and 145, and we'll be centered up. Okay, so we got centered up, and I actually cranked the table out because we're going to do the top part of the 8 towards the top of our piece. We're going to make sure we don't go past the brass insert into the stainless section. And then I'm only going to feed down about 25 thousandths like I did for the outer circle of our 8 on our brass piece. So for our brick hex. So let's give it a shot. I'm just going to feed the table in real nice. Okay, touch him there. We'll just go a little under 25 more, so that's 2. That's 12. Go about 22. 22 is a good flavor. All the way to 20. Okay, that's 22 because we started 2 before 0. And then what we'll do before we do the next one, we'll actually stay here. Swap this out for our smaller end mill, our 1/8 inch end mill, to get that center section of our 8 with the dimple in it. So we'll do that now. And now we'll take the 1/8 inch end mill with the dimple in the middle, go in 20 thousandths. Okay, we're touching there. Okay, that's 8. That's 18. And that's 20. Perfect. this out of the way a little. Just like that. So for the next part of the 8, I will crank the table in this direction, but not quite the full 3/16ths, or sorry, 3/16ths of an inch, so not quite the full 187 thousandths. It'll go about 180 thousandths, so there'll be some overlap between the two circles to make our 8. And that's looking pretty good. We'll just touch in with our 1/8 inch end mill and finish out our number 8 on the 8 ore with the brass insert. Friends, is how we do the probability numbers with the center drill, and then move over to the left and then to the right equally for the other 4 dots.